Hey guys, welcome back. Today we'll be learning on the topic called data validation. So data validations are of many types. Let us discuss all the validations one by one. So number one, it's field level validation. Second, we have form level validation. Third, data saving validation. Fourth, range validation. Fifth, search criteria validation. And sixth, we have masked input validation. Now let us discuss for field level validation. So field level validation is nothing but all the fields whatever you have given, like in your register, login or your billing form, whatever the fields you have given, all should be properly filled. You cannot leave any field empty. So that is what field level validation is. So here like register, log, so billing. Now all these have some functionality. So in this fields all the values should be filled. You cannot leave it empty. So that is called field level validation. Now let's move on to form level validation. So in form level it will check all the fields to be filled. Like for again we can tell register, login. So we will discuss later with the help of our form designs. Now what is data saving validation? Data saving validation is nothing but data must be rightly saved in all the forms which require data saving. For example, in register and in login is fetching from the details from the register. So in register you have all the fields like name, password, email. So all these values should be saved in a database. So that is data saving validation. Now moving on to range validation. So in this you can tell your register form or your billing form. So here a range, though the phone number should have only 10 numbers, so it should accept only 10 numbers. So that one you can tell it as a range validation. And also you can take an example for pin code. So even in pin code you have a 6 digit, so it should not exceed more than 6 digits. So that is called range level validation. Now moving on to search criteria. So if I search any record, for example if I want to search for ID1, so it should show all the details of ID1. So that is search criteria. Now masked input validation. So in this input should be inserted properly, like email and password you have, so this should be inserted properly in your registration form. So now let us discuss with the help of our form design. So here I have made a form, that is registration form, and we will see all the validations according to our form design. So first validation is nothing but field level validation. So here all should be filled properly. It should not be any empty fields. So here you can tell that. So here is the username. So I have to enter in characters. So for example, if I enter 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, when I fill all these forms and when I give submit, it will prompt error, or you can tell message that you can enter only character. So this is nothing but field level validation. Now moving on to form level validation. So when I entered all the details, now I have entered the Gmail. So kush@gmail.com, female, phone number, and 10 digits, and I just left the password empty and I give submit. So here it will prompt telling that please enter the value. So this is nothing but form level validation. Now data saving validation. Data saving validation. So in my login form, if we see in a login form, we have the email ID and the password, or you can take the username and the password. So if I fill data correctly, it will prompt a message stating that data stored successfully. So this is nothing but data saving validation. So in range level validation, we saw that for phone number you have to give 10 digits, and in pin code you have to give 6 digit. It should not be less than 10 digit. So when it prompts less than 10 digit, you have to set the error message or the alert message that enter correct phone number. You can set the status. Now search criteria. Search criteria is nothing but whenever I search for any ID, for example I give one ID number 1, so all the details of ID number 1 should be seen in a table. For example, all these are ID number 1, so all these details will be brought down here. So this is how search criteria validation works. Now masked input validation. Masked input validation is, now in my login form, if I see I gave the Gmail ID and the password, so if I give wrong password or something, it prompts me stating that enter the correct field. So this is nothing but masked input validation. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.